So today I'm out in the Willoway fields, and I wanted to give you a snapshot of what some of the trees look like in the fields and some exceptional values. You know, we're seeing some fall color, and some of the trees are starting to show those fall colors and or drop a leaf. We had some cooler weather and the guys are out digging and getting those orders processed for fall, but I just wanted to give you a peek at some opportunities. First up here we're looking at 2 and 2.5 inch. These are Acer truncatum Crimson Sunset. Look at these gorgeous heads. Fantastic color on these. Nice tight canopy, straight trunks. You can see these are beautiful trees here, guys. So I'm just going to look down the row. I mean, look at the consistency in that crop. Look at these beautiful 2-inch. These are Amelanchier Autumn Brilliants. I mean, gorgeous full heads here. Nice straight trunks. You know, Amelanchier is a wonderful small space tree. You know, you get the wonderful spring bloom, white spring bloom, the fruit. It is edible for humans and wildlife. And look at this stunning fall color. 2-inch Amelanchier Autumn Brilliants tree form. Next up here we have another stately tree. This is Princeton Elm. And as you can see here, again, nice consistency. These are 2.5 to 3-inch trees. Look at that beautiful row of trees here. Again, nice fall color to them. Beautiful consistency to them. Princeton Elm, 2.5 and 3-inch. Giving you a little background here, we can see these 2.5 and 3-inch. These are Triumph elms, and again, you know, we've had some cool weather, so they're starting to defoliate. But this is a chance to see how nice and straight those leaders are. The guys have done a fantastic job growing these. Beautiful 2.5, 3-inch. These are Triumph elms. So here we're looking at some multi-stem. These are Syringa Ivory Silk. And you can see the consistency in this block. There's not many of these left, but we have some beautiful 7-footers here, guys. So here we're looking at some oaks. This is Quercus mulohengii, and phenomenal shade tree if you're looking for something to look very stately in your yard. Give you a lot of needed shade. Gorgeous plants here. This is Quercus mulohengii. These are 2.5 to 3-inch here. You can see the nice consistency to this block. Beautiful opportunity here. Quercus mulohengii. Well, the guys are out digging. You know, I'm out over the weekend here taking advantage of this gorgeous sun. And you can see these are 2-inch green spires. I just wanted to show you how nice that they did on the ball and the ball quality on these. Fantastic. So next up here we're looking at some 2.5-inch Jeffers Red. You know, and up until last week we got a little bit of cool temperatures, but you know, these trees are still looking fantastic. You can see how nicely and consistent they've trimmed these heads. Straight leaders, straight trunks, good consistent crop. Acer Jeffers Red, 2.5-inch. Well, in the foreground here we're looking at 1 3/4 and 2-inch. This is Acer Gricium, and this is a highly sought after, another short statured tree. It has wonderful green foliage throughout the season, stunning fall color, and a very interesting peeling bark to it through the winter months. This is a specimen. We've got a few left. I'd grab them. Acer Gricium. Look at the beautiful fall colors. This is Cladastris. And here we're looking at some 2-inch trees. Again, nicely shaped heads. This fall color is stunning. This bright, shiny yellow color. Cladastris. Wow, look at this. So this is Quercus bicolor. And again, these are larger 2.5, 3-inch trees. You can see how stately those look. You know, when you want to make a statement, these larger oaks are really going to do it for you. You can see the stunning fall color on these plants. Typically oaks will hold on a little longer, so you can enjoy them much longer into the season, as you can see here. So consider these beautiful oaks. Again, this is Quercus bicolor, 2.5, 3-inch trees. Beautiful specimens. Wow, it's hard to pass these up. I had to give you a quick glimpse at these. These are Ginkgo Princeton Sentries. You can see the nice shape and size of these trees. Wonderful fall color. very urban tolerant and cold tolerant as well once they get established. And we have several varieties of ginkgos. We offer them in the field and in containers, also in several price points. Gorgeous fall color, very interesting tree, very, very long lived. Check out our ginkgos. Again, I'm back at block oaks here. We're looking at 2 and 2.5 inch Quercus rubrum. Look at that block. You know, this is a really hot tree, very hardy, and a stately tree to say the least in your landscape. It does hold its leaves on longer, and you can see this gorgeous fall color. Quercus rubrum, 2 to 2.5. Here's another row of those beautiful oaks. Nice shape to those. You can see they've done the leader work on them. Gorgeous straight trunks, good value there. And then another partial row on those 1 3/4 Acer griciums. Again, that's a specimen tree. Holy smokes, look at the beautiful heads on these. These are Robinia, and we're looking at, again, 2.5 inch or so on these. Beautiful head size to these. Here I found one at the end of the row to show you. That's a 2-inch tree. Man, look at the nice head to those. Robinia. So here we have an elm. This is Colonial Spirit. And we're looking at, 2.5 inch in this block here. And you can see the nice upright shape to these. Very hardy plant. Let's take a look at the row. Well, again, I'm not going to complain with the sunshine. Look at that nice row of these beautiful Colonial Spirit elms. Look at that row, just picture perfect. Again, these are 2 to 2.5 inch Colonial Spirit elm. So next up I want to show you, this is a 2-inch Riverside beech. And you know, this is an awesome plant. It gets about 50-60 feet, has an amazing color. You know, European beech has a silver bark to it as well. So great winter interest. And you can see here, gorgeous plants here. Check out our beech. This one is a 2-inch Riverside. Another beech to consider, this is a 2.5 inch row of Rahonai beech. And you know, again, this will hold your reddish color, and these are a little more upright in habit. Again, great specimen trees here. Fagus Rahonai. I stopped here at the end of the row. These are some 3-inch Frank's Red or Red Sunset maples. Again, you can see these gorgeous full heads. The fall color, again, we're getting into fall, so you know, the foliage is starting to come out, but you can see how stunning that fall color was. Look at those heads though. And then again, look at the ball quality. Perfect shaped dug balls there for you. 3-inch Frank's Red or Red Sunset. Wow, check these out. I'm just going to go right down the row here. We're looking at 1 3/4, 2-inch. These are Snow Fountain cherries. You know we have these in beautiful containers, but sometimes you need this bigger size. I just wanted to share this row here. Beautiful plants, guys. Here's another stunning red maple, and you can see the foliage is holding on a little longer to these. This is Acer Red Point. Again, beautifully shaped heads, great fall color. 2.5 inch Acer Red Point. A few of these at the end of the row here. This is our Frank's Red or Red Sunset. Again, these are 2.5, 3-inch trees. Again, exceptional value on these guys. I had to stop and show you these if you've not used this plant. This is a stunning fall color plant for you. This is Heptacodium or 7 sunflower. And you can see right now is when these flowers really start to shine. Brilliant red flowers. It's a small tree as you see there, or it can be a small ornamental shrub. So we have both. And we also grow these in containers. We have some of the new varieties as well. But I mean, just look at this color. I mean, it just glistens in the sunshine. Check this one out. You won't be disappointed. Heptacodium. Here we have another fantastic find. These are 12-foot Cully River birch. You can see here nicely full plants here. Straight stems. Nice branching on those. They're multi-stems. This is a statement plant. Get this great fall color, the nice peeling bark on that plant throughout the winter season. Check these out. 12-foot Betula Cully. Well, I hate to tease you because I'm sure they're probably sold, but check our availability with our sales team. These are Betula Parkland Pillar, and you can see these gorgeous field specimens, narrow upright habit. These are in hot demand. We have them in the field as well as containers, so there's an option there. But man, these things have been hot. Betula Parkland Pillar. I want to give you a glimpse of these. So these are 1 3/4 inch. You know, we got several blocks of these. These are Aeschylus Fort McNair. And another very popular plant. You can see these are beautiful little trees. Just had to stop again. So we've seen these earlier. This is Colonial Spirit Elm. And these are some larger, 2.5, 3 inch. So you can see they're coming into their own. Look at that uniformity in the grade. Gorgeous heads here. Again, this is a little more upright in shape. Folks are looking for these nice upright shade trees. Keep this one in mind. Colonial Spirit Elm. So I'm here at the end of the field on some 2.5, 3 inch. These are Skyline or Sky Coal Locust. Again, exceptional heads to these. Look how nice and shaped those are. I'm just going to go down the row. You can see the consistency. The guys have done a fantastic job on these. Another plant is Platanus Explanation. I mean, look at the great heads on these. Uniformity. Fantastic urban tree. And we grow these anywhere from a 7-gallon all the way up to these gorgeous 2.5 and 3 inch trees. Platanus Explanation. Well, another end of the row shot because I wanted to show you the heads on these trees. Again, this is Amelanchier Autumn Brilliance 2 inch. Gorgeous shape to them, fantastic tree, small, more compact tree for your garden. And then again, we're looking at these 2 inch locusts, predominantly 2 inch here. And you can see they're very consistent, guys. Again, locust is something that we have in 15s all the way up to our 25s, and then including these gorgeous 2.5 inch specimens in the field. So here's one I wanted to talk about. This is Gymnoclades Espresso. So this is Kentucky coffee tree. So it's the male form, so it won't get the messy pods. It gets about 50 foot, 35 foot wide. But this one is extremely hardy. Again, if you're looking for an interesting tree, it has a small foliage and not very messy at all, but it gives you an exceptionally hardy selection of tree. Gymnoclades Espresso. So I'm just driving by and I wanted to show you this order. You know, we've seen the field and now you see an order, right? So it's much like my dock video. I'd like to show you the end result. You can see how uniform that is. Great processing on the ball and burlap. And you can see the consistency. These are Platanus Explanation 3 inch. Here's another block at the end of the field getting ready to load up. I think you can see the heads on these gorgeous 2.5 inch Jeffers Red or Autumn Blaze Maples. And again, look at the ball quality there. Very uniform, good value. And I just had to stop and look at the wonderful color here. We're looking at more ginkgos. And you know, these again are Princeton Centuries, but we do also do Autumn Golds and our own Royal Knight, which is another upright. But if you're not using ginkgo, you know, you should consider that one. Very urban, tolerant, long-lived, and spectacular fall color. Again, we have these 7s, 15s, 25s, and these beautiful field specimens. Again, driving by another row of these gorgeous Frank's Red Maples. I just wanted to show you the consistency in that row. Beautiful fall color here. You can see the heads are well developed. Nicely trimmed, good shape. 2 inch Frank's Red Sunset Maple. Again, I wanted to stop and show you again this Robinion. This is Robinia Purple Robe that we've seen earlier. You know, these are 2.5 inch here. Look at that gorgeous head. Here we have another row. These are a little bit smaller, so these are more like your 2 inch Quercus rubrum or red oak or northern red oak. And you can see again, beautiful consistency to the heads. Here's another specimen tree to talk about in an oak. This is Quercus acutissima. Look at that tree. Tight, nice, full, heavy branched, good value. 3-inch Quercus acutissima. Well, again, to round out some of our oaks, here we're looking at Quercus shumardii. And again, beautiful trees. We have these 2 to 3 inch. And as you can see here, consistent blocks in all sizes. Great heavy plants. Good values. Quercus shumardii. And this oak here is Quercus macrocarpa. And I really like this one because it has some unusual, almost corkiness to the bark. Beautiful tree here, nicely shaped. Again, we do these in containers as well as field. But this is a real cool one in the yard because it adds a lot of winter interest. Quercus macrocarpa. So I found one of the Quercus macrocarpa that's a little more defoliated than the other. It's on the end of a row here, but I just wanted to show you that bark. It adds a lot of interest to the tree in the wintertime. Quercus macrocarpa. Well, we've seen a lot of beautiful deciduous trees, and I just wanted to give you some options. And here we're looking at some gorgeous specimens. This is our weeping blue spruce in 5 to 7 footers. And you know, sometimes you need that specimen plant in the landscape. We got them. I mean, look at this block here, guys. Picture perfect, fantastic specimens. Again, these are 5 to 7 footers. The first one that we're looking at here with the purple ribbon is a 6 footer. The one that's left is a 5 footer. Let me see what I can do on a sub. Well, that certainly wasn't hard in this block. Here we're looking at a specimen 7 footer. Again, we have a lot of selection here to choose from. As you can see, no shortage of material. These are 5 to 7 foot weeping blue spruce. So here we're looking at some Cornus cusa. If you've not used this plant, you know, this is a phenomenal plant for color all season. You know, it's a later bloomer, so you know, typically they don't get hit with a frost, and very hardy. You can see here the fall color is stunning. So we got these all the way up to 5 to 7 foot, and you can see the fall color is just beautiful today. Here's another one of my favorites, and I just wanted to show you what they look like in the field. This is Chemacypris Tempelhof, and I know that we're down to our last on numbers, but if you've not used this one as a specimen in your landscape, consider it, because these are beautiful as far as texture as they mature in a landscape. Chemacypris Tempelhof. These are actually 18 to 24 inch. So this may be a bit of a teaser for you. This is Juniper Skyrocket. These are 6 to 7 footers, and we do these every year. I won't promise that these aren't sold, but we also do them in containers in our grow bags, 7 gallons, and of course these beautiful field specimens. So put that one on your shopping list to think about, if not this year, maybe next. Earlier I showed you the smaller cusas, you know, and I just want to show you these beautiful 6 to 8 footers. I mean, holy smokes, look at that gorgeous plant. Fantastic fall color. Again, they're a little bit later to flower. Very hardy plant. Consider these beauties. 6 to 8 foot Cornus cusa. Again, this might be a bit of a teaser. I don't know what's available, but I did want to show you. It's one of my favorite plants for texture and grace. This is the Chemacypris nuccanensis pendula. Sorry, that was a mouthful. And these are in that 6 to 7 foot range. Again, gorgeous plants. Look how nice and full they are. I know I was showing you field stock, but I did want to drop by here and show you these fruit trees. This is an amazing selection of trees. And as you can see, these are not small, wimpy trees. These are gorgeous, big, full-headed trees. Nicely branched, good size to the trunk. And these are going to provide fruit very quickly for you. Be sure to check out our fruit trees. These are a real value. Here's a peek at some 6 and 7 foot Amelanchier Autumn Brilliance. And again, this is a fantastic variety because you can see the fall color is just stunning. So I'm going to end here with these gorgeous weeping white pines. You know, these are 6 to 8 foot. And you can see these nice shape to these, consistency within the block, and they're just outstanding specimens. So we've seen a few things in the field I hope you will consider for spring, for fall and spring, because we're still digging this fall. And you know, we got great containers, wonderful potted trees, and as you can see, I wanted to give you a quick peek at the fields today.